G'day, I've got good news and I've got bad news. So you want to know how much the Model 3 will be in Australia? Find out after this. G'day, I'm Chris and this is a special episode for Sunday, 4th of March 2019. If you're a returning subscriber, thanks for your support, and if you're new, hey, welcome. Now, on today's show, I thought I would bring you something special, which I'm surprised that no one, and I mean no one, has done in Australia yet, and that is provide an up-to-date Australian pricing and calculator on the Model 3. Now, if you've been living under a rock the last few days, you'll know that our American friends have been treated to Elon Musk's master plan, that he details every Model 3 variant from price, range and fit and trim, and yes, that includes the much elusive $35,000 version. Now, I know that it's not out in Australia yet, and Elon's time frame for right-hand drive markets has slipped from, well, mid-year to maybe later this year, or if you ask me, probably early 2020. Oh, goodness. So remembering that this is unveiled on March 2016, that might be a full 4 years. So, hey, Tesla, Elon, if you're listening, if you're watching, I'd like to see the Model 3 here ASAP. Great. So if you're like me and you're curious as to maybe how cheap or expensive it's going to be, or maybe you're just sick of waiting around and contemplating of making the jump to like a Kona or a Leaf or other EVs about to hit our shores in the next few months, and you need to balance the cost of them versus, say, the Tesla Model 3. Well, have I got the tool for you? So when I went to calculate how much a Model 3 will be, I had to take into account US pricing, US to Australian dollar conversion rates, test to Australian pricing, and local taxes. Oh, now this isn't easy to do. And so I would like to give you a quick demo now of how the Model S pricing works for Australia, and that will then lead us on to the Model 3. All right, you ready? All right, so let's pretend we're going to buy a Tesla Model S 100D. In Australia, it's $171,000, or in US dollars, $122,000. Now, if I bought the same car in California without any federal incentives or tax cuts or anything like that, that's $93,000 equivalent. Bit of discrepancy there, right? Now, let's convert that back to American dollars. That's $129,000. That works out to be a difference of $41,000. Why? Well, because in Australia, we pay luxury car tax, registration, stamp duty, high delivery costs, you name it. This, affectionately as we know, is the Australian tax. Okay, so knowing all that, now please note I did my best to control for as many factors as I possibly could, and that the tools I'm providing are clearly an estimate only. When Tesla Australia announces that the online configurator is available for Australian customers, that's when this video will become inaccurate and, well, funnily wrong. But that's okay. I'm going to return back to this video when that happens to see how maybe right or wrong I am. Ready? Let's do this. Okay, so straight off the bat, the brand new Model 3 standard range base is $52,739. Now, this was surprising in that it's got a 354 kilometer range with a top speed of 209 kilometers per hour. And for the first time, we got to see what the entry level interior is going to look like. And that is a manual seat with steering adjustment, cloth seats and bass trim, a basic audio package, standard maps and navigation, center console with storage for 4 USB ports, and you'll notice a distinct absence of the telephone holder and charging points for that. And common to all of them, tinted glass roof with ultraviolet and infrared protection, auto dimming power folding and heated side mirrors, music and media over Bluetooth, and custom driver profiles. Although I'm going to be detailing somewhat some of the new features here and different trim options, know that when it actually comes time for them to be shipped to Australia, they may very well be different. All right, so up next, let's go for the base model plus. This one's going to come at $55,649, and it's going to get you an additional 40 kilometers of range at 386 kilometers. Internally, the interior is what they call upgraded, and it actually brings you quite a few good things. Namely, a 12-way power adjustable heated front seats, premium seat material on trim, upgraded audio, note that it's not the actual premium audio, LED fog lamps, and a welcome return of the center console with storage 4 USB ports, as well as dock for the 2 smartphones. Alright, up next, let's cover the mid and long range rear-wheel drive models, because they both actually had the premium interior, which if you've been following Tesla, you know exactly what they've got. And they're going to come at you at $60,015 and $64,380. Okay, so far so good, right? Now, if you're actually enjoying this video, do me a huge favor, consider subscribing, that would be much appreciated. Otherwise, give it a like or share it on your socials, share it with your friends, because we all know that one Tesla person who just won't stop talking about it. Yay! Okay, let's get back into it, and now let's jump a bit more into the more higher spec models and start adding on autopilot and what those new changes are. So up next, let's talk about the dual motor versions. The all-wheel drive long range comes in at $70,310, again with the premium interior, and the performance all-wheel drive comes in at $88,688. That is $18,378 above the one just beneath it. Now, this is getting up there quite a bit, but you know what? I haven't even started. So let's talk about some of the new options that have actually added. So rewinding back to our base model, let's add midnight silver metallic paint, autopilot, and extended full self-driving, which I'll get onto in a second. Your total now comes up to $66,239. About that autopilot and extended full self-driving. Now, in the past, if you had actually purchased autopilot, they were synonymous with each other, and that is like auto lane change, auto park, both parallel and perpendicular, summon, and navigate on autopilot, which is basically active guidance from highway on-ramp to off-ramp. So now what Tesla has done is they've separated these, and autopilot is essentially just assisted steering with cruise control to match the speed of the traffic. In terms of other car manufacturers, this is actually pretty standard and is something that I think Tesla should include as a base, not an actual additional option of $4,300. And yes, I agree that the full suite of extended full self-driving capabilities should cost $7,100, because at the end of the day, this is software and needs to be paid for with that research and development. I feel that Tesla is doing a definite swing and a miss in this regard. But let's try and stay positive, and I'll put on screen now all the different variants with their range and let you know what my thoughts are as to what I think the best value here is and what you should be maybe avoiding. The best bang for your buck is going to be the Base Plus model with that upgrade interior. Essentially, this car works out to be only $2,910 above the base, and I think you get a whole lot more, plus that extra additional 40 kilometers, which means a little bit less charging, quicker charges when you actually do them, and well, a more refined interior, which I think Tesla should be shipping as base standard. Next up, I would shoot for the long range. This actually represents the best value when you consider range and interior fit out. And sure, it's more than $12,000 difference, and then you've got to go add on maybe different wheels if you want to, different paint, the autopilot, and so forth. But at the end of the day, if someone was to ask me, I would absolutely point him in this direction. Okay, so you're ready to take the dive and use my online tool? It's very simple, and all you need is either one or two things. We've got two different versions. They have a Gmail account, that's like at gmail.com. Basically, if you've got an email with Gmail, you've got an account. That's for the Google Sheets version, or you can download from my Dropbox, a public accessible Excel version of it, and for that, you just got to need a Dropbox account. No biggie, both are free, and hey, as soon as you open them up, do me a favor, save your own copy to your own local drive or your Air or Cloud, whatever it might be. That way you can actually edit it and can configure it any which way you want, and you won't break my version. Muchly appreciated. There are instructions within the actual tool itself on how to do this. Simply choose the green fields, pick and choose what you want, and you're going to get the price down the bottom. Now, as of this recording today, this is for Victoria only at the moment, but I will add the rest of Australia over the next few weeks. Okay? I'd like to hear what your version is. I'm going to pin my comment beneath as to what I'm thinking about buying and how much it's going to cost me. And when Tesla finally does announce the Model 3 for Australia, I'm going to come back here and I'm going to have a good laugh at myself. Yeah, okay. Well, with that in mind, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I put videos about 2 or 3 times a week. I look at renewable news, technology, and a little bit more, a little bit of holiday stuff as well. And If you do nothing, you're good.